This is a spring series, and EESEEGWAK in our language is what we're talking about. The springtime, the awakening of the new life through spring, and also talked about preparation last week, Wawistaman, which is preparing yourself for this time of year and how to do that. And so all of that we spoke about connections and itahutaman, like you're making that connection with the world, with spirit, and with people. And from there, this week we're talking about nurturing the soul, the spirit, and so iwa ki sowin, which is talking about your spirit, ki chihta, and you're supporting you're looking at building your spirit or looking after your spirit, your soul. And so I also want to talk about building a foundation to that. What does that mean? For me personally, I've gone through a lot of this teachings and through ceremony and through experiences building my foundation. And I'm wanting to talk to you about that from my heart personally, from something that helped me through those times and also allowed me to basically learn to love myself, learn to appreciate all of the gifts in life. And when I was able to do that, I found a great comfort in our traditions, in our way of life. I found comfort in knowing, my family, and that, even though things were very difficult at times through addictions, through, trauma, people fighting, and, the kinds of things that were going on, I was comforted by the fact that I was able to realize that, hey, through all this, I'm still this wonderful human being that I'm able to love and able to appreciate, especially my family, and that to me is worth all of everything. And I worked hard at understanding the knowledge that was being given to me by the elders, through ceremony or through my travels to different territories. I was able to make the connections, through that experience. And so what I'm trying to do is to share with you some of that experience and understanding, so that I'm able to support our communities and our people. I want to have this series, connect with all of you, especially at a time like this when we're going through a lot of change. And I really believe that if we open up our mind and our heart to what is out there, that we can make those changes for ourselves where we feel okay, we feel, that things are going to be okay, and we find ourselves being able to love one another better, to forgive and to make those connections stronger. Because, ekwan mamaya kaiskutsaya umakiano ka ni hioya kaya tobo tagui instuktamak tagui skihtamak ki koyan mama manto kagi sowin akuta ki koyan magantawim ko tanse tigis machitatamak tip matsyakuta tis mamio wakuta tasagituak ewa mama ni tipik squatama niwa Tuih taman Campiou ya takin stohtak iga tawan stohtakoma tanse kiano kigis migusia ka nihyo ya koma. I said in our language that I really want to give a message to the people about how the Creator wants us to live, how the Creator wants us to understand this life, and how He wants us to gather the knowledge and to work together as a people, to care for one another, to love one another. These are the things that help me, realize that this life is very meaningful, and I can't express how much knowing our spirit and looking after our soul ourselves, that it really makes a huge difference. And so nurturing yourself and your spirit, nurturing your family, your people, and it's all something that it's a daily constant thing that we have to do. Talking about life, I'm talking about relationship, I'm talking about building a foundation, I'm talking about, when you look at your life individualistically, you look at how can I be more healthy, and building that foundation allows you to become more solid and stable. It allows you to be more focused because you've been able to decipher things, being able to put things in perspective. That's important to you. And so when you nurture your spirit, you do that by different means. Go through ceremony. You could do that by just speaking to someone that you have a good relationship with, and just you can connect on different levels and stimulate the conversation, and by just allowing yourself to have that freedom within yourself to speak and to express, and also being able to make a conscious effort every day when you wake up to start to tell yourself, this is important. This is the day that I'm going to start to really make an effort to look after myself, to nurture my spirit. And so, until you go to bed at night, you got a conscious effort going, and you look at all of your biases, all the different things that you've gone through in your life, and how what is positive and what is negative in your life, and how to find that balance. And so, looking at how to become more healthy, what are the things that we can do? There's 4 things that I basically look at doing for myself, and they're quite simple, and so one of the elders long ago was telling me, and this person was quite old already, and so she was asked, how did you manage to live so long? And in our language, higi tuitaya to pugata kuya kunagatim suin to kuya miwataman, to be happy in your life. And so basically spoke about those 4 things, and they're eat healthy, healthy food, exercise, move around, keep yourself busy, don't sit around, don't be lazy, get out there and keep yourself, your physical self always active. And then also she said you have to have adequate rest. Rest your body, rest your mind, everything, find that balance in resting. And then the 4th thing, which was a kind of a surprise, she said, you have to be humorous. You have to have humor in your life. Tachikistaman, tamiwataman, and to, not to get all worked up about things in life, and just make it simple. And so I really believe in that. And that's those four basic things is what I try and do. So with those four things in life, I've learned to love myself. And in doing so, I've also learned that you need to love yourself in order to love others. And, realizing that helped me to be able to uh, find uh, a space and a place where I could express that without having to, you know, um, worry anymore. Because, sometimes we worry about what is the other person thinking or what is the other person wanting, and I think just by simply doing that, it really sets the stage for better relationship. A nurturing relationship with myself. Um, there are things that I've discovered that I realize that really help me, and one of them is acceptance. Accepting just what is and who you are and what the situation is. So, kuitapimso, which is kind of describes believing in yourself as well and accepting that. And then also forgiveness, being able to forgive others that hurt you, that maybe have come across your life in a bad way. You have to forgive them. And in doing so, you also have to forgive yourself. And in doing so, that will allow you to love yourself more. And being able to do that means that you have to be kind to yourself. So do things that for yourself that tell you that you're being kind to yourself. Take the time to rest. Take the time to go out and maybe on a little vacation or a trip somewhere where you can just mellow out and just release all of the stress in life and things like that. And, not to be so critical about things that happen in life and to criticize what other people are doing. It's releasing all of that, what we carry when we build ourselves up in a daily life, because there's lots that we do. And if you don't do that, then, you risk your health. You need to find that way to become more healthy. And, kakisamok, which is prayer, minanaskomuin, you're being thankful for everything the Creator's given you, everything that the people have shared with you. Being thankful for, your family, and being thankful for all the good things in life, the food that's abundant right now. And so there's so much, excuse me, to be thankful for. And, I really want to express to the people out there, this is my traditional view. It's my view of what I've come to realize, and being spiritual, being myself, who I am, a nehio, but also being part of a larger family. And so next week, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about family unity. Now, what does that look like? So thank you very much. Bye.